the attorney general from Texas, the lieutenant governor from Texas, asked the attorney general to investigate Planned Parenthood. And so they did. They spent months on this investigation, brought in all kinds of different law enforcement to figure out if Planned Parenthood was violating the law. If, one, it was selling this tissue, which is illegal, and two, if it was changing its medical practices in order to obtain the tissue in the cleanest possible way. And it turned out that rather than indicting Planned Parenthood, they turned around, the grand jury did, and indicted the two videographers who filmed these videos that were released in July.
Right? Yeah.
There was a 3-year process of obtaining these videos, and the grand jury said that these two individuals, one is the founder of this Center for Medical Progress, by the way, which was so annoying, Center for Medical Progress, because it sounds like Center for American Progress.
Right?
For one, for changing and modifying federal government documents, they used fake driver's licenses to get into the center, and for two, for selling this tissue, which is exactly what they had accused Planned Parenthood of. And that comes from an email that this founder sent to the Planned Parenthood asking to buy the tissue for $1,600. Planned Parenthood never responded to that request. And now that email could be seen as a proposition to buy and thus could be outlawed. Could be illegal.
So really it boomerangs, right? It totally backfired.
Totally backfired
on this Center for Medical Progress. But can that really happen? You go into a grand jury with charges against somebody, and instead they file charges against you?
Well, to their credit, the attorney general here went in and said, we're going to look at the entirety of this case. We're going to present everything, not everything. We're going to present all of the evidence, all of the facts,
you
and
decide if anybody did wrong. Right.
I think that's exactly how you were in this situation. This very, very strange situation. Of course, now there's some fallout, but it doesn't, as we see with a lot of instances here, when any politician is certain and confident of something, it doesn't matter what the facts are. So just to kind of backpedal a little bit, here you have news that Planned Parenthood did nothing wrong. And by the way, they were exonerated by this grand jury, which specifically said they did nothing wrong. But you also have 6 other states that investigated Planned Parenthood in the aftermath of these videos and found they did nothing wrong. You have 5 states who tried to start an investigation and then turned around and said, wait a second.
There's nothing here.
There's nothing here. So this is the situation you're in. Add to all of that this latest news. So how do Republicans respond, Bill? What do they now say? They built their entire campaigns on this. They coordinated back in July with the Center for Medical Progress to hold all kinds of congressional hearings. There's no less than 5 investigations going on in Congress of Planned Parenthood. What do they say? So I listened to Carly Fiorina. You'll remember her. She's still running for president.
It's hard to believe.
She led the charge.
Is Ben Carson still running for president?
He's still running for president.
Carly. So Carly was out there yesterday.
Carly was out there on Peter's favorite radio show. I'll just leave it at that. And she was asked about this directly. And she said, well, I know the truth. And I will not sit down. Nobody will shut me up. I know the truth that they were selling baby parts and that was very clear on the videos. And I don't understand why these videographers were indicted. And I don't know the details just yet, but I know I won't sit down. I will continue this crusade. And that is what all of the Republican presidential candidates who have been asked about it said. Marco Rubio was just on CNN arguing that these videographers did a service to the public by exposing Planned Parenthood. So they're not backing down. The facts don't matter.
But this is not the first time.
Did Carly release her video, the video we've been waiting for since that debate with the baby kicking on the table, right?
She has not.
No.
After she's president, she will.
Yeah, I'm sure. This isn't the first time that Carly specifically has sort of like, in the face of direct proof, double down on her lie.
It literally does not matter.
Like she's done this before with the Army general who quit because he was disgusted with Obama's policies, except it was a guy who quit before Obama ever became president. And someone told her that, and she said, no, I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
Like,
But
what are you
but
doing?
this is a great victory for Planned Parenthood, and it certainly exposes the whole lies that were told and the tactics that were used by this
Exactly.
by this group. Yeah,
You
totally,
can't use fraudulent documents. Big surprise.
totally bogus.